What's up, guys? To a successful 2025. Friends, love, happiness, good sex, all of that stuff.
Cheers on bench.
Cheers on bench, guys.
Very important.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. It's been a while, but we are back. To the right of me, I've got the one and only Pang.
Go on.
I'm not going to introduce my friend to the left yet, but my further friend to the left, we've got Mr. Reese in the building.
What's Brunch? Yeah.
What's up with the gang signs, bro? Come on. Leave the gang signs alone. And to my immediate left, I've got a friend that I've known for, actually not even friend, that's family. I've known for probably majority of my life. Amanda Bailey. Everyone give her a hand of applause. Thank you very much.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Amanda, welcome. She flew in just for the podcast.
Flew in from where?
Kingston.
Dubai. No,
Okay.
no, make it sound a bit more
Dubai.
festive.
All right,
Bloody hell,
Dubai.
Come on. Yeah. So she flew in from Dubai just for the podcast. She's like, yo, come on, I've seen you doing like some amazing things. And I want to come on and I just want to share my experience. And I'm just like, Amanda, whenever you're ready, we are ready. She gave me the call on Thursday. She says, yo, I'm coming. So I just linked Remy and Stu and said, yo. And Remy and Stu was like, yo.
And now she's here.
I know, she's here.
Easy.
All right.
Amanda, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm great.
Yeah?
I'm great.
How have you been? How's life?
Life is great.
Life
yeah,
is
can't
great.
Complain.
Life is good.
Can't
Okay.
complain, yeah.
Life is good. So you are, where exactly are you located?
In Dubai.
In Dubai.
Yeah,
And how long have you been living in Dubai?
4 years.
4 years. What exactly?
Yeah.
I mean, you
Before you go into that,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
where are you from?
Everywhere.
That's a very good
So I'm born in the UK. Both my parents are Jamaican.
Bra, bra.
I'm
Okay.
British Jamaican
So,
or Jamaican British. Whatever.
Jamaican descent, you know, from the UK, living in Dubai.
All
KB,
right.
continue.
So what made you go to Dubai, fam?
Okay, where do I start?
Yeah.
Where do I start?
I'm
All right,
interested in the
so
story.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Come
What's
on.
his name? Because you know
Oh,
what?
God, I
Girls
wish.
always go to
I
places
wish.
initially for a man. Am I lying? Am I lying?
you're
Oh,
lying.
everyone's
Me
been
nah-
quiet.
me nah- me nah
Everyone's
answer.
been
Oh,
quiet.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone's been quiet. Okay.
No, I
all
didn't
right.
go for a man.
Okay.
So I have to go back to COVID 2020. I was in Jamaica. Went to Jamaica for a wedding in the March and basically got locked down. So I went to leave and it felt like Armageddon. It felt like the world was ending. So I was with one of my best friends and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay here because if something happens, I can't get back to my family, like my parents, my grandparents, everyone's in Jamaica. So I dropped her to Mabay airport and then something said to me, Amanda, don't leave, like stick around. So I went to Island Grill, I was like, stick around. And then I got a call being like, Mams, my Esther's cancelled because we travelled via America.
Okay.
They're not letting me travel. I was like, what do you mean?
This is your friend that you were
Yeah.
trying to. Okay.
I was like, what do you mean? We've got a British passport. Ignorant, but whatever. I was like, we can travel anywhere. And they wouldn't let her travel. And then the only way for her to get home, I had to drive to Kingston. So she got on the last British Airways flight. I wish she was here to tell you about that flight because she said it was like a soul plane. Like it was all popping off on the flight. But anyway, I stayed and I knew something was going to happen. And my great grandma passed away like 5 days later. Bless her. She was like 102. She lived a good life. And then, so COVID's happening now. The world's shutting down. I'm in Jamaica. But Jamaica was still partying. We were still out
Outside.
doing stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
COVID
Yeah.
rule don't
Yeah.
apply.
yeah, it was just like... And then I had this little voice in my head say... Because I was an EA, so an executive assistant, but I always wanted to start a virtual assistant business
Okay.
and operations. And I heard this voice be like, if you don't do this now, you're stupid. Like, start a business. And in my head, I was like, I don't even know where to start or how to start. And I remember it was like, we got to April now, and it was like Easter weekend, and I spent the whole 3 days of Easter building a website, which I'd never done before.
This was in Jamaica.
In Jamaica, yeah.
Right.
Just like locked myself in the room.
Let
Just,
me
like,
tell you
don't
this:
bother me.
COVID time was like a window
Yeah.
of just like.
Of
In
opportunity.
hindsight,
stuff.
was like you'll never have that time.
Time, yeah.
There's so much opportunity, but
Yeah.
then there was bad, but it was like somebody left the back door open, and
Yeah.
nobody was really looking at the back door. Everybody was worried to be focusing
Yeah.
over here.
Do you know
And
me
so
look at the
much
back door?
people-
Do you know me look at the back door?
Huh?
Do you know me look at the back door?
Hey, be
Right.
careful. Be
I'm
careful.
just asking.
Hello. Be careful.
The back window is open. All right.
Okay.
Be careful. Be careful.
Okay.
But yeah, so many things. Like I go back and I look at the moment,
Yeah.
and I'm like, there was so many opportunities that everybody
Yeah, and
was not
sometimes,
focused on. They were so
even
focused
now,
on
I'm
the-
like, oh, can we slow down
it's
again?
like, it's an opportunity.
But yeah,
Okay,
so
so
I-
3 days.
Yeah, built a
Website
website.
developing.
Built a website, and then I went on Instagram, closed my eyes, and I put it out because I was just like, I don't know what's gonna come of this, and my life changed. Like literally, I got.
So it
this-
was basically okay. So 3-day development,
Yeah,
1 Instagram post,
yeah.
and then after that that's it.
Well, I got a client. I got clients, and then I got an opportunity to do an article in Forbes magazine. I'd done that. Then I got onto TVJ in Small
Wow.
Jamaica because they were just like, one of our own is like stuck here.
Like,
you
who
know?
are you?
Yeah, you got into
Yeah.
Forbes, and then I was on another TV channel. I can't remember.
Probably.
And then
This is all within the time of COVID.
yeah.
Done.
So then I was busy. Like I would come to parties with my laptop. I just watch everyone get messed up. I'm working with my laptop,
Vibes.
but still had a good time. And then I think I eventually left around September, October, because I was
2020?
I was
Okay.
furloughed from my actual job.
From your actual job in the UK.
Yeah, in the UK, and then they were like, "Oh, you can come back now," and I was like,
And they was
"Alright,
like-
cool." Yeah,
Oh,
so I
okay.
went back to the UK, and there was just this feeling when I went back. It was like I feel everything feels different but the same, and then I realized it was me. Like,
You
and then
But hold on. But when did you go back? You went back in October.
I went back to London in like September, October. Yeah.
Okay, and so you did the thing in April, the website developing. So you stayed in Jamaica for that length
6
of a
months.
time before
Yeah,
going back. Okay.
yeah, I had a
cool.
time.
Cool.
We had a
I bet
ball.
you did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You must
We
have
had
a
your-
time
Yeah,
because
I had
Jamaica
my
is a
mama
vibe.
birthday.
We had a time. Like
yeah.
I was out all the time.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I just felt like we'd built up like this community as well, and so every night someone was around someone else's house, or we was at a bar, or we
After
were
hours.
or we were like trying to screech you home during curfew, praying that we don't get catch. But I had a time. My COVID was good.
And your honest don't watch TV. Thank you.
And then I got back to the UK and everyone was very depressed. There were flower pots in the road. I didn't know that stopped COVID. Like it was like they changed roads. They changed like people. It was just mad, and I was like, I don't like this. And I used to. I lived across the road from a park, so I used to go walking every day just to get out and walk. And then it got to about November. And I couldn't go walking because it was dark in the morning. And I know this sounds so stupid.
It was dark in the morning. It was always dark.
No,
Okay.
but this-
So this is a little bit off topic, but I've been to England once, right? London and then Manchester.
Yeah.
And I heard the horror stories about England and like how dark it always is and gloomy and the skies is always grey. And like I
It
kid
is.
you not,
It is.
if that's how it is every day,
You'd be depressed.
I understand why there's a high depression rate and a
Yeah.
high suicide rate,
Yeah.
because that
As soon as the plane
no
comes in,
sunshine,
it's
no
grey.
nothing. But yeah, England, I would not. Based on that first experience, I would not live there. But continue,
Yeah.
Amanda.
So I went to go to the park and the gates were shut because it was dark, and it was like the first time I'd seen darkness in the morning. Like obviously I've lived there all my life, and I was like, this is not it. And then I had loads of annual leave, PTO left over because of COVID. Like so, I was like, I wanted to come back to Jamaica, but the borders were shut. Like you couldn't get flights, and everything was locked down. So I had the Prime Minister at the time, Boris Johnson, cancelled Christmas, so people couldn't be with their families and stuff. It was just rubbish. It was so rubbish, and I was like, I need to get out of here. So I booked a flight to Dubai to go on holiday
Okay.
for 2 weeks, and had the time of my life. Got to Dubai,
Was it your first time to Dubai at the time?
No, I'd
Okay.
been before.
Alright.
And how I ended up staying there was the UK put the UAE on its red lists. And so you had to pay £2,000 to come back into the UK and stay at a quarantine hotel. Well, not my £2,000, I'm sorry, because the country, I don't like it. So I stayed.
Damn.
Okay.
I just stayed. I had my business and I was working, and I used to put a hoodie on, turn on the aircon, check the weather, because everyone in the UK talks about the weather, get on the meeting, I'd be like, oh my God, it's so cold outside. These times I'm in the heat.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you had to act as if you were
Yeah,
in the UK.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha,
What about the
gotcha.
time zone? Like,
Oh, it's like 3-4
So,
hours.
yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
I do it now from here. I work at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And you've been living there ever since.
Yeah, so I was like, right, I think it got to... So I went to Dubai in January. It got to April and I was like, I need to make a decision because right now I've got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And I was like, right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stay here. So I told myself I cannot leave Dubai until I have another job to get my visa and I have my apartment and I'm settled. And so I left the following March. That's when I went back to the UK and saw everyone again for the first time.
March 2021.
One. No, 2.
Oh, 2022. Okay,
Yeah.
so you was in Dubai for a while then.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was it like meeting new people? Because when you went there initially, were you going with a group of friends?
Yeah, I
or-
just went with my friend, went on holiday. She left and
Okay.
went back, but I was
Okay.
like, yeah, I'm not paying that. So,
She paid that.
Yeah, and also because Jamaica just gave me this thing of like, I lived out of a suitcase that I'd packed for 2 weeks for Jamaica. So I was like, I can do that for Dubai. Like, it just gave me, I don't need anything. Like, I've got money coming in, I'm good. As long as I have somewhere to stay. I lived in a hotel for like 5 months. That's crazy.
In
Yeah.
Dubai?
Yeah,
Yeah?
and like, you know, I've left my whole apartment at home, my car, everything, and I was just like, yeah, in an apartment because this has to work.
I feel like I'm fast forwarding here, but like I've never been to Dubai. I would like to experience it. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
But how is it living in Dubai, and how many years have you lived in Dubai?
So I've lived there 4 years this year.
Okay.
Living there and holidaying there are two different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Everywhere.
Yeah, it's
I
like
think.
living in Jamaica and holidaying in Jamaica, two different things. I mean, I enjoy
Bills
it.
have to pay.
Yeah,
So
I
it's be a
enjoy
part of the
it. The
system.
work-life balance is what keeps me going personally. I wouldn't say that everyone has that, but I do. And, you know, if I want to go to the beach after work, I can. If I want to do sports and stuff, I can. Like, I got into powerlifting. I competed last year. I came third in my weight class. Thanks. I just think there's everything there. Like, if you want to do something, it's there, and if it's not there, you create it. And there's just community. It's made up of expats, so everyone's just so open. There's no gatekeeping. Like, if someone comes tomorrow and they need help, you just help them because it doesn't cost anything.
All right. So me, like I've never been there, as I said before, right? And you know, sometimes you watch these reality shows and stuff like that. Dubai Bling,
Dubai
and
Bling.
Oh,
the rich side.
Yeah.
Ferrari. and
Like-
everything
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But you live in there,
Yeah.
like
No, everyone doesn't drive Ferraris.
Everybody-
everyone
right.
has like
So-
normal
right.
cars.
So-
you live in apartments, live in villas. Like it's balance, and it's more like how you want to live. If
What's
you
the cost of
want-
living
if-
like? Well, all right, give me in US terms, how much is a 1 bedroom?
Oh, we done this yesterday, didn't
We
we?
did.
Because
Can do the calculation
I've got
again.
too many currencies in my head.
Your most,
You know, what about UK?
Your native, your
What
most
about
native
What about
currency.
UK?
Okay, so you can get a decent 1-bed apartment for like, I would say £1,000 a month.
£1,000.
Yeah.
Can you
Which
translate
is
that?
like about 1200
1200
to
US.
1300 US.
That's definitely less than Miami.
Yeah.
And what are you? Where are you living? What kind of?
So I've moved out of my apartment now, but I was living in
oh, you left
Dubai.
that nice apartment that you showed me.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That was a cool apartment.
There was, so in Dubai, I would say there's downtown, there's an arena, and I lived like 15 minutes from the arena. It would take me like 25 to half an hour to drive to work, which was in just past downtown in the financial
So
centre.
you live more close to the Bling side now.
No, the Bling side is like where I work and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a bit like, I don't want to live it's really weird because in Dubai everyone likes to live really close to where they work or where they do stuff. But
You
in the
wanna
UK,
get away.
in the UK it's not that culture. Like you
Right,
travel
you
ages
travel.
for work, and
So
I'm
you
like,
want like a high rise when you were living in the one?
yeah, I
bedroom?
was living in a high rise. So eventually I moved into like call it a 2.5 bedroom.
2.5,
They
yeah.
have this thing called maid's room basically. So it was a 2-bed with a maid's room, which was basically
Like
third
what we
bedroom.
like here we call it a Florida room. So it's like an extra kind of room that's offset in another
Yeah,
area. Where
like,
it
it
could
had
convert
its-
to a bedroom, but it's
Okay.
not really a bedroom.
Yeah, no. So they always have, everyone has maids and cleaners, like nannies.
They got
and
maids,
stuff.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is a maid's room.
It's a
like
maid's
helpers
room.
quarters. Kind
Yeah,
of thing. Alright.
yeah. Because that's a norm.
Who are the maids? Like, what, is it
So
Africans? or
yeah,
is it Indians?
Africans, Filipinos, yeah. There's a lot of in Dubai as well. There is a lot of lower paid workers as well as like the higher richer stuff. Yeah.
How much is a,
Yeah.
a maid?
What's lower paid? Like
Yeah.
what's the minimum wage in the? See,
Some
the
of them
money
only
thing.
get like £400 a month, so like
£400 a month.
a month.
So that's like 600
$600 US dollars
Huh?
a month.
a month.
Yeah, and they'll send it
And
back
them
home.
have home for living, huh?
No, so they will live in like
Like camps.
Like bunched up.
no. So if they send their money home. They'll live with like me.
If they send all their money
or-
home, what
or they
how
live
they live
in.
in? How they
So
live?
some of them live in, or if they don't, if they work for agency, they get housed. But it's like they're sleeping in bunk beds. And
No,
stuff.
but you see, this is where our social media and like internet
Oh, yeah.
and TV come into play because
Perception and
when
things.
when you think about Dubai, right? Like me,
Mm-hmm.
just I'm not thinking about the lower class workers, the
Mm-hmm.
maybe the rural areas. I don't know if there's rural areas there or
They do.
the more lower class areas. I'm thinking of more the license plate number 2, number 3,
Yeah.
the Ferraris, the the
But that's what's
Lambos.
shown,
things
and
like
that's
that.
what's
That's what's
advertised.
shown,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's what I would really like to experience it for myself, and I would like to stay because I want to stay
As
in
a
a nice
local.
Do
area,
it.
right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then I'm a person that I like to adventure out to like
I'd say
those
like
areas.
come,
to
you
see
stay in the areas, and then like if you say I'm coming and you hit me up, like I would take you out to those areas
Right.
because no one else, like
Right,
they're not
right,
going to be
right.
on travel excursions.
What's the
Like,
crime? What's the crime saying down there?
It's safe. It's so safe. As a woman, I can walk and leave my house at 3:00 in the morning to like hold a table at McDonald's or something. You use your phone or your wallet. Like no one's picking it up. Like you can walk away and come back.
What? All right, I go into a different type of question, but what is the African American population like? If you had to put a rough number, like a percentage, what is it?
I say like, you mean like black?
like black.
Okay.
I can't say
Once you
African
go- once
American.
you
What's
reach
the
over
black
there,
That's what I was
population?
gonna say. Like,
All
Sorry.
different.
What's the
Ah.
black population in
It's,
Dubai? If you had to
um,
put a percentage on it,
Percentage.
2%, 3%,
No,
5%.
it's quite high, and so the biggest expats in Dubai are Indians, but they've helped build Dubai, and then Chinese are quite big as well, and Filipinos. I would say like 2%. I would say Dubai in the Middle East to Africa is what America is to the Caribbean.
Okay.
So it's where you're going for opportunity. It's where you're going to work. Like, so that's there. And do you know what I found weird? Like going to Dubai and being a minority as a Jamaican. Like that was really weird
Yeah,
because
weird.
How do they treat you being that you're Jamaican?
a lot of like, because the most people that would ask where you're from are like taxi drivers and people from India, and they haven't got a clue where Jamaica is. So you talk.
They probably think Africa.
No, yeah, they think Africa, and then you.
But they know cricket though.
No, I was just about to say. So
Yeah.
you're talking
They know
cricket.
West Indies probably.
Yeah, but they don't know
Yeah,
that
what-
Jamaica's part of the West Indies.
Yeah,
so
when
you're
you
talking
say West
cricket
Indies,
terms.
yeah.
You say like, I don't know, like Chris Gale, or you say like Brian Lara or something, and then they know, they're like,
Oh.
they don't really even know like Bob Marley.
No,
What?
that's mad. That's mad.
No,
Nah.
no.
Oh my god, I'm telling you.
You say both then?
No, like
Huh?
that's what I'm saying. To go, like it hit me in my face. Like obviously in London we're huge.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell us nothing.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
big.
yeah, of course.
I moved to Dubai and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like it's Africans wanting like the Caribbean is smart.
So okay, it's talking about Jamaica. Is there Jamaican restaurants and
Yeah,
stuff like that in Dubai?
We have Miss Lily's.
It's a food
Yeah.
place, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, banging.
Yeah.
Like it's good. And there's caterers and stuff. And I cook and
There's a lot of
so-
Jamaicans that live in Dubai though as well, you know.
Yeah.
From
teachers and
I
stuff,
know
and
quite a
even
few.
like Abu Dhabi is.
You been
it's
there
an hour
before?
drive.
no, but I know.
It's
Oh,
only
I
like an hour drive to Abu Dhabi, and that's the thing as well. There's so much to do. There's like excursions. You can go on a trip to Oman.
Oman.
Yeah,
That's a different country, right?
It's a different. So we do border runs. If you haven't got a visa, you can.
You do border runs.
Yeah, like
What is
if
that
you-
like? That sounds very.
That sounds illegal.
It's not illegal.
Okay.
It's basically
Border
so
run.
if your visa's running out, you can go into Oman and then
Come
turn
back
around
and then
come
get a
back.
visa and then. Okay.
I hear that there's certain areas you can't drink or liquor is not so like dry. What do you call it? Dry spots or
Yeah, so like not necessarily in Dubai, like Saudi's dry.
that's Saudi.
Yeah, and there's different emirates. So like, so Dubai, they've just put their 30% tax back on alcohol. And when I first moved there, you had to,
30%.
I'll be
Yeah.
sober as hell.
so when you like you used to have to get an alcohol license to go to like the alcohol store. So alcohol isn't served in like in the supermarkets or anything. You have to go to an alcohol shop.
Okay.
But
A license to drink.
yeah, basically you have to have a license to drink. But everyone's not so much anymore, and everyone goes to brunches. Like the brunches are crazy.
So if I go, okay, I live here in the States, obviously. If I travel to Dubai next week and I go to a club, there's not going to be any restrictions from me drinking, right?
No, because the establishment's licensed to sell alcohol. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Drinking in the streets, is it permitted?
No,
You
What
can't.
about
No, you can't. Do
weed
that.
and
No.
cigarette? And
No,
So like
cigarettes,
if
yeah,
you travel
but
with
not
your
weed.
significant other, is
Yeah.
walking in the streets holding
You
hands
can,
and
you
outdoor
can,
affection is
yeah,
allowed?
you can't show like PDA, and that's because it's against the
You'll get
religion.
arrested?
You won't get arrested, but I think so. I don't know. I can't say on that, but I know it's like against the religion. So, but people do. It's not that people don't. Like you're not. Yeah.
how many lashes you get for that?
So did you guys?
Lashes?
Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear about the story with the British kid that got imprisoned
Yeah.
for a year because he went on vacation and he had a vacation fling with a girl. They had sex.
Where?
In was
In
it Dubai?
Dubai,
Is it
yeah.
Dubai? Was it his girlfriend? I don't even know if it was his girlfriend or not. But it's like a holiday. You know, you go on holiday, you meet a girl, you have a fling with her.
She was
Okay.
also
When
from
she
the UK.
went, she was from the UK.
Yeah.
When she went back to England, she told her parents, or her parents found out that she had this
I
fling.
don't actually know the full story, but something along them lines. And then the mum waited until they got back
Yeah.
to the UK,
UK.
and then she told the authorities in Dubai,
And
then
he got
arrested.
He got arrested, put in jail for a year.
On what charge?
having sex,
Having sex.
underage.
Underage.
Oh,
Yeah. And it's just basically like a holiday fling. It
there's
was
a
consent.
What's the age of consent in Dubai?
18.
18 and he was 17.
I mean,
Yeah,
compared
1
to
week.
Jamaica.
1 week. 1 week away from
Jamaica is
18.
16.
Yeah, I thought they'd be more like.
Jamaica.
I don't know
I'm
why,
not even
relax.
gonna go into that.
But the UK is 16 as
conversation.
well.
UK 16 as well.
Yeah.
So like have you faced racism in Dubai?
Yeah, but it's not like
Subtle?
overt. It's very subtle. It's very much about where you're from. So, your passport gets you places. Your passport gets you more money. Like when they advertise for jobs, they'll be like, I don't know, Filipino or British, UK. Like at first, I found that so weird because
Yeah, America
you're not
does
allowed
not
to
do
do that.
that.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do
It's
that
like
in the UK.
illegal.
But yeah, it's very much like where you're from. Before you open your mouth, they might treat you a certain way, and then you open your mouth and you got a British accent.
Okay.
Yeah. But that I wouldn't say it's not. It's really weird. It's not the Emiratis or the local people. It's actually other expats from other minorities as
Really?
well.
So all in all, you've lived there for a few years. Do you ever see yourself leaving Dubai, or you're pretty comfortable there, like living there for a longer period of time?
I'll give it a go, but for a while longer. I'm never going to go back to the UK. I don't think you can pay me to go back to the UK. But yeah, I want to try other places as well.
Why would you not go back to the UK?
the quality
Why
of
would
life.
I?
Why
KB's
would you
hurt
not?
right now. He's hurt.
Why
by
would
the
you
way.
not? No, why would
He's
you not?
offended.
Yeah, no, I'm just
The
curious.
quality of life,
Quality of life, okay.
the like people just the complaining and like we take charge of our lives. Like the government does not control me. Like my life is my life, and people just sit down and we're not trees. Like we can get up and go and do stuff. And in the UK, I just feel like people they just complain and then don't do anything. Get up, you know.
So question: the weather in Dubai versus the weather in London. Which one you prefer?
Dubai, I'm a sun girl. Like when I go to Jamaica, people think I'm mad. Like I'm outside
How
tanning my
cold does
skin.
it
But
Dubai.
It gets cold. It's cold at the minute.
No snow, though.
Does it
No
snow?
snow. But last year we had like floods and stuff,
Right,
and
yeah,
like I was part in the sea like
Because
Moses.
it's snowing in
like,
Florida, so
So
It's crazy.
I
They
remember
make it rain.
They make it rain, literally.
that's what
They
I was gonna
literally
say.
make it
Yeah.
rain.
I remember the other day I was watching something on the internet and they talk about like Dubai really
Cloud
doesn't see rain, the
seeding.
cloud seeding.
Yeah.
So like, you know, how do you feel about that in terms of like you're there in a place it's always hot, it's like a desert, it's man-made beaches,
mostly man-made
you know,
land.
Yeah.
man-made land,
Yeah.
all of that, and it's like everything is basically artificial when it comes
Yeah.
to natural elements
Yeah,
like
yeah.
weather and stuff. Like that.
I mean, I don't.
It doesn't
really-
bother you.
It doesn't. So you wouldn't see me really go in the sea because it's not that nice and it's very warm in the summer. It feels like you're in a hot bath. It's not nice.
Oh.
I love the fact there's all the beach clubs and stuff like that. But in terms of the weather, the rain last year, they didn't have the drainage infrastructure, so that's why it flooded. And it was horrible to see, like people died and stuff because the main road that I'm taking every day, there was like water going above cars and stuff. It was high. It was a lot. It was absolutely crazy. So I just flee to Jamaica. I was like, I'm out.
I always use this standard where whenever I think about like what other nation or country I live in, I use what I call the Amazon Prime standard. Is there Amazon Prime? Like if I order something online,
So
Can I get
okay.
it? Next
When
day.
this man gone, you don't know.
No, I get what
Serious?
he means. Do you know why? Because after moving there, I'm so spoilt. Convenience. Like,
Right.
Dubai is a service-based country. Convenience. Like, I can order something and get it within the next 20 minutes.
Obviously, it has to be a convenience
So they have
based.
Amazon
All those
Prime
rich brats, they're not gonna deal with
Amazon
no
Prime comes
convenience.
to a deal, like,
Okay.
yeah. It's,
Those
it's-
people that are buying these billions of dollars apartments and driving all these nice
Yeah,
cars,
but-
if convenience is
They
not
want
there,
something
them
now,
gonna
yeah.
complain.
Right,
And they're gonna
exactly.
leave
but they
Dubai.
have money to
Exactly.
make convenience
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah,
Right.
no, it's so I'm not used to having to do things. I guess like
Right.
it's all about convenience, and if I can make it come to me, like I don't really have to leave my house for a week if I don't want to.
Speaking about it making it come to you, what's the dating life like?
Where?
Oh wow, how did you get that?
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
was,
hide
that was
here.
a skip
I'm
and
sorry.
jump.
a complete 180.
But what's the
Oh,
dating
360.
life like
Um,
in Dubai?
I mean, it's a playground. I would say that. Like,
It's a
and there's
playground.
couples, there are people that have gotten into relationships and serious relationships, but I just think it is a playground. 'cause
It's
there's
more.
people
It's.
from-
I would
from
feel like
everywhere.
Dubai is a more like a casual dating place.
Yeah.
It's Miami.
It's
Yeah.
more
It's
like
right,
a
it's
casual
like
dating.
Miami.
Vegas,
It's
Vegas,
like Miami,
it's
yeah.
Vegas.
There's a lot
Miami.
of flings happening
Right.
there
Yeah.
and
Do
stuff
they
like
have
that.
Tinder over there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All of it. Yeah.
Okay.
All of it.
So there's a thing that I've heard about people going to Dubai and getting like
Getting what?
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Apparently, I don't know. 'Cause I
Getting
don't
what?
know
No, but
people.
I know. But is that
I don't know when I thought
Wait,
when
for
I
the
say.
viewers, what are we talking about?
So there was a thing where women go to Dubai to get, they have feces put on them.
Is that what you're talking about, KB?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And they get
Pretty
paid.
girls, like
And they get-
Instagram models.
yeah,
But
they-
why? What's the point?
For money.
$20,000, $40,000,
Money.
$50,000 paycheck
Really?
per night.
Yeah.
Bro,
You're gonna take the feces?
right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go.
So that's a real. That's actually a real thing.
Yes.
And that's not illegal?
Rich Arabic men like shaming pretty Americans. It's like
Why does it have to be Americans, Stu?
dominance.
Why it
It's
has
a
to be
dominance.
Americans?
It's like the dominance.
So women actually.
Arabic men
So women actually leave their house in America to go to Dubai to get shit on.
Yeah.
What
money.
about peed?
Same thing at work. They get shit at work.
Yeah, but not actual shit.
At work.
This is actual shit.
Yeah.
Alright, damn. Okay.
50,000, 100,000.
Sounds,
do they call that?
sounds very degrading.
That
But
sounds
yeah,
very degrading,
I
for
guess to each his own. Them do what them do for money.
So,
Yeah.
but I guess going back to my original question, so dating is like more of like a playground. It's not.
Yeah.
Do you find that men are really
people-
serious
no,
about,
No,
like-
that's what I'm saying. It's a playground.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you've got the pick of the world.
Right.
So have you found any potentials?
Oh.
No.
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 Because
I mean,
of-
like, I have dates and things like that, but like, no. I just
Where do they
think,
get? So where do you guys like?
What do you
they
look for, yeah.
Do they go to like the Burj Khalifa for like a first date? Where's like the first date that you guys would go?
No, because like, I just think, I don't know. It depends what you're into. Like, do you want an activity? There's just a
There's so
plethora
much. There's
of
so much
things
isn't
to
it?
do,
Yeah.
and it, yeah. So
What's a dating
it's-
pool like? So do you see your type? Do you have a type?
Yeah, I'd see my type, black guys. But what?
Who?
Says skeptic.
He said Skepta. I was like, did he say Skepta?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to Skepta, but
Okay,
and I
okay.
actually was on a yacht with him in Dubai. But
Oh,
but it was
all
like
right,
a
tell us
party.
more.
It was a party. It was
Oh,
sort of-
okay.
yeah, I don't want to say I know him like that. I
Okay.
think, but yeah.
So okay. Because I still need to go there to experience it. But what is like the party scene, the beach club scene? What is
Oh,
that
the
in Dubai?
best, the
Best?
best. Yeah.
Is
like,
it expensive?
relatively subjective because you don't know how.
Yeah.
if-
All right.
if
So
your-
so
if
here.
money's
All right.
longer.
So
In the
here,
bucket
if I okay.
Right.
So let me just from a US dollar perspective, we go to South Beach, we go to SLS,
SLS.
we go to a pool party. Let's say a bottle is
500.
800. No,
No, it's
500
not.
is low balling.
It's
So let's say
800
$800,
with tax and
$900
tip.
for a bottle. So if I go to Dubai now,
$800 for a bottle.
Yeah.
yes.
When you come up to, with tax and tips,
For
it's
a
800.
$50 bottle in total wine and
Yeah,
spirits, you
it's
pay
800.
$800, $700
No.
for
His name
the
Dyer,
beach club.
Dyer?
No, I don't know if the
Beer
30%
club,
tax
or
and that,
whatever.
but no, it's not.
So
that.
if I go to Dubai to a
Probably
beach
like
club,
two-
I think there's one I saw
No,
on the
because we
like.
have like in Dubai, you have packages at the beach clubs.
Okay.
Okay.
So you'll have package where you just have unlimited drinks and stuff, and you can buy bottles and that.
So-
People
so
buy
in
bottles
that-
or is it more unlimited?
People do buy bottles. But
Unlimited
you would
drinks
just-
at the beach club?
Yeah, they do. And
They don't have that in Miami, you know.
That's-
That doesn't exist here.
And
No all
and
inclusive
they-
now
they
go on
have-
yourself.
No.
They have like
They
ladies'
lose money that
days.
way.
They have ladies' days, and they have like so on certain
Ladies'
days.
days, not
Yeah,
nights?
so on like and nights. So on certain days, like ladies getting free, or there's certain packages
Oh,
for ladies
okay.
and stuff.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But $800?
Yeah,
That
man.
sounds crazy to
No,
you.
that
No,
and,
no,
and,
no,
and
no.
I'm lowballing it
SLS.
because there's some.
It's definitely.
Okay,
America
Amanda,
consider-
I've this week. What was it? Wednesday or Thursday? Thursday, I went to Poppy Steak
Yeah.
in Miami Beach. Right.
Yeah,
Oh.
There's a dessert on the menu.
yeah,
It's a cake,
yeah.
and they pour Louis the 13th Hennessy on the
Why?
cake,
If they
and
can.
Oh, man.
and that dessert is $1,000.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a gold steak that's $1,000.
Yeah. So
And I'm
things
looking at
like-
these things at the
like
menu,
that.
and I'm like, wait,
No, they do.
why the
they
There's a
heck
puppy
is a
steak in
cake
Dubai as well,
$1,000?
Yeah, and they do.
Yeah.
So
they-
Miami is ridiculous. So I want to think.
So
I'm thinking about
basically-
Miami and I'm thinking about Dubai. Is it the same thing in
so
Dubai?
I think there's just different levels. So there's like, for instance, maybe if I went to SLS in Dubai because they have it,
Oh, shit.
maybe it's that. But I think you can still have a really good time, and it doesn't have to be at the SLS.
And it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, so that's why like maybe I need friends in different circles that spend $800.
What's the housing market like? Like, is it expensive to buy a home?
Booming, yeah, it's booming, and there's no regulations or nothing.
You take a
in
loan from the
terms-
bank, kind of
Yeah,
thing?
you take a loan. It's just normal how it is
But
in
no,
most
no
places.
credit checks, right?
Yeah, they have credit checks now. So yeah, but when you move there, like your whole
I think it was Japan.
identity is just like.
Is it
new.
like, where you from?
You
Oh,
start-
we're not going to give you a loan. No.
Oh, you start again, basically.
Oh, same,
So
same.
yeah,
I don't know if you want to answer this question. Where you live, you rent or you own?
I rent.
Rent.
Yeah, I wouldn't own a
If
house.
if you were supposed to look at the real estate market and like looking at let's say a 3-bedroom apartment, what would that cost in terms of like maybe pound or US
What,
dollar
renting or
equivalent?
buying?
Buying.
Like in a nice. Let's talk
so
about
let's
a
say
nice
like
area.
my apartment got sold, and it was I can tell the square foot was like
This is in Dubai?
yeah.
Okay.
I think the square foot for my apartment is 1,600 square foot. So
Okay, which
it's
is
pretty
decent, right?
And that
That is big.
Yeah,
For
For
one
an
bedroom?
apartment.
for my
For
apartment.
one bedroom, right?
No, this was for the 2.5.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
For,
1600
That's still
to
big
one.
for
That's
that's huge for an
A two
apartment.
is normally 11.
my one bed was
Over
like
here.
900, so that was big
Yeah,
as well.
of course.
I got really lucky, and I managed to stay in that building for like 3.5 years, and then everything I'm looking at now, it's small, so that's why I was just like, I'm just gonna come to Jamaica.
Yeah. So, all right, what's healthcare like? Let's say you get sick or you need surgery or something. You living there, I guess, as an expat, right? How does that work? Do you get immediate healthcare?
Yeah, healthcare's the best. So it's private, and I've got really good like health insurance through my job, and the hospitals are whizzy. Like they look like a resort.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You don't mind getting sick.
You don't want to
but-
leave. You don't want to leave.
Yeah, you don't mind getting
That's
sick,
like
and
that.
they give you everything, every test, everything. Like you're like, okay, yeah, I don't.
You're not
mind
really
this.
paying much out of pocket for it.
My excess is less than $10 US.
Wow. That's dope.
Whoa, they do BBLs over there?
Yo, hold the
Actually, no, they
I'm
do.
sure they do. They
They
must
do,
do
They
BBLs.
do,
Is
they
that
do,
frowned
they
upon?
do. No, frowned
Do
upon.
girls have
No,
BBLs out there?
Everyone in Dubai is fake, darling.
So they get it done over there?
No,
And the
Dubai,
hairline.
the girl, them
do,
have the
do
face
guys do
lift.
hairlines over there
I
as well?
think so. No, I think
I know
they
it's
go
Turkey.
Turkey. No, like in in Dubai, it's a lot more cosmetics in terms of face and like Botox and lips and
It's like Miami.
everything. Yeah,
Mm.
but I'm just natural, so I don't need any of that.
I got
So.
you.
That's right.
I got you. So, all right, just trying to wrap up. But last question, or not last question, but maybe last question. I know you don't have kids yet, but do you think that Dubai would be a place to raise kids as well? What do you
Yeah,
think
it's
about
very family orientated. It's so safe as well. So kids are out by themselves all the time.
that? Out by themselves?
Yeah.
Doing what? It's in a
In
mall?
the mall, like they're in the mall. They're on the like it's big the places that you live on, the gated communities and stuff. Like there's
Okay.
kids everywhere riding up and down.
It was like our childhood back in the day.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
out
If
till
you
our
want
time
like
at night.
yeah, lights come on, come home,
Yeah.
and you still even might go back out.
Okay.
Schooling is private education, so
Do you
there's
think
no,
it's more advanced there? You know how like
Uh,
in Jamaica,
yeah.
I say it's more advanced than America.
I think so too, still.
I don't know if it's more advanced in terms because there's like different curriculums depending on where you want your kids to go to school. So in terms of
Okay.
like there's American schools, British schools, Indian schools, you name it, it's there. All kids have to learn Arabic as well.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
yeah, there's
So
and
You know
requirement.
any? You know any Arabic?
some
Say
to
something.
get by.
Your
Make it speak
You're-
country, I don't know.
your necklace is in Arabic.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
just
an
my
Arabic.
name.
Okay,
That's
okay.
my
okay,
name.
okay.
You can say it.
Amanda.
No, you can't.
I was learning, but it's challenging. Apparently, I've done really well. But
Say hi, like hello. Or,
Have you ever read do they tell you like to read the Quran, or do they like force you to get into?
no, you're not forced to do anything.
Okay.
And I would say the Islamic religion is one of like if you was to turn to someone and say I want to revert because it's not convert, they're just so happy and it's beautiful. Like I know in the news and stuff it's always made to look like there's terrorists everywhere,
Extremist.
but yeah, it's
Yeah.
not that at all. But it's comforting, it's loving, it's family orientated. People want to bring you into their homes, they want to feed you. It's just like being back at home.
I have to ask. I know we're trying to wrap, but like, do they sell pork anywhere in like the?
Yeah, they do.
tourist
In the
area?
They
supermarket.
sell pork?
Yeah.
I thought it was a dumb question.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can get sausage?
Oh, why you three? Yo,
Pause.
hey, yo, nah.
Be careful. Be careful.
Okay. You can get your sausage and bacon. Okay. All right.
On that note,
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't realized, you need to go to Dubai. Visit Dubai. Visit
Boys
Dubai's
Brunch in
website.
Dubai
Yeah,
soon.
visit
What?
Dubai.
Yeah,
Visit
Dubai.
Dubai.
Boys Brunch in Dubai coming soon. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's,
I plan to go there. So as we said before, Jamaican descent, UK born and raised, living in Dubai. She loves it. It's not only about the glitz and glamour and
No,
high
there's
life.
so much
There's
more
the
to
other
it.
side of
Yeah.
Dubai too. When I go there, I like to experience both sides. But I'd like to tell you thank you for joining us.
Oh, no, thank you
It
for
was
having
a
me.
pleasure to have you
Yeah, I
on the
flew all the way
podcast.
in.
I
I'm
feel
glad
yeah, what's
I
the
did.
flight time like from here?
16 hours.
Yeah, hey, say less.
And I flew all
How
the
many
way in
hours?
just for this brunch.
16
I done
hours on a
16
plane.
hours.
Yeah, so you see that flight there
That's a
now?
breakup.
Feel like I forgot to pay a little bit extra and
Yeah,
turn left.
that's got a breakup, fam.
So
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
I
lay
always-
down
I
and
always
drink
turn
some
left.
champagne
I
and go
always turn
upstairs
left.
from the Emirates. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on my bucket list of flying an Emirates plane
And go
Yeah.
and
upstairs.
going to the first class.
Yeah.
So
It's a great
let's
experience.
see if I can do that for my
Or
40th birthday.
fly to Qatar.
When you guys subscribe,
yeah.
it will
That's
get
my
us to
favourite
be
ever.
able to do that. So
Yes.
what you guys need to do now,
Help us pay
subscribe.
for our first class flight to Dubai.
Yeah, man,
Exactly.
GoFundMe in the bio.
Yeah. Right here. We're gonna put a GoFundMe right here. Yeah, we need to get that. First
Yeah.
class.
Run it up.
Yeah, run it up. Run up the like, subscribe, comment, share, bam, 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 all things. Oh, damn, that's a phone.
My phone. It's
Oh,
okay.
hey, whatever.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mans, thank you for
Thank you for
passing
having
through.
me.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
I've
Man,
enjoyed
them,
it.
respect.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
That's it.
Boys Brunch.
We
We
out.
out.